new amazing characters introduced, nin revelations, family politics, and a lot of stuff that occurred during this arc, and to say that I am hooked would be an understatement. So I saw this Reddit post by Conflict Known 616, shout out, basically the Succession War arc faves, and I wanted to share mine with you guys. So shout out Conflict Known 616, and let's start. By the way, this only goes for the new characters that appeared during the Succession War arc, okay? Dark Continent Expedition arc doesn't count. Best male character. Now obviously this title goes to my boy, the GOAT, Prince Saleh Saleh. Okay, I'm joking. Obviously, he is not my favorite character. I mean, come on, look at him. He's a loser that does nothing except like sits back and, you know, does a lot of that. Of course, my favorite character will not be a guy who just keeps on having all the time. Come on, this is Hunter x Hunter we're talking about, okay? So, my favorite character, my favorite male character is actually Beyond Netero. A character that we just recently discovered that he was having a lot of sex all the time. It's easy to forget about Beyond Netero because of the crazy things that are happening ever since the first minute of departure, but I haven't. His presence is always felt. His presence loom even when he is not on screen or on page. I think it can be summed up by what the Zodiacs said. Yes, he does remind me of Chairman Netero, but you know, a little bit more. Kind of beyond. You know that I love Isaac Netero, and it is not a surprise that I am in love with this new character that appeared out of nowhere. But that's not all. The latest revelation that brought him back into the story is what made it for sure my favorite new male character. This guy was plotting for years and years, and right now he has infiltrated the Kakian Empire. From what we know, basically he planted a time bomb next to everyone in power in that empire, set to detonate, and only he has this information, making it way more compelling. We don't see him often, but I know that eventually we will. Till that time comes, I'm sure he will be waiting. Favorite female character, without a doubt, Morena Brudo, the boss of the Haley family. From the way that Togashi positions this woman, draws this woman, takes extra care of her, she just might be the most important cog in that whole Succession War machine. I don't see any other prince out there getting their own volume cover, but Morena did. I am in love with this character design, and most of it has to do with the eyes, similar to Gon's eyes. When you see the eyes of Gon freaks, those eyes glimmer. They can tell you a lot of tenacity, a lot of hope, and all of the characteristics that would apply to Gon. Now with Morena, when I see those eyes, boy, I get shivers. I can feel the troubled past, the agony, the malice that she holds. She has a great ability. She got basically an army and a very clear goal: destroy the world. Now I might not agree with that goal, but I cannot wait to see what she will do in order to achieve it. Favorite prince? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a Hulkenberg kind of guy, okay? He's a stand-up man that got dragged into this freaking war that he did not ask for whatsoever. But when push come to shove, I always wanted to use this phrase, when it was confirmed to him that there is absolutely no way out, there is no exit from this forsaken war, he did not fall back. He did not just stay in the corner and cry. No, he stood up and he played the game by his own terms. And he is set on winning this war. He doesn't want to win in order to become king and rule, no, but he wants to try and save the innocent, to prevent this bloodshed or minimize it as much as he can. And by doing that, if he has to get his hands dirty, then might as well. There is no running away from it, and he goes off. Now that is a leader that I would follow. That's the Erwin Smith of this story. Leadership-wise, I'm talking about leadership-wise, not morality-wise. The nobility of Prince Hulkenberg is what gets to me. It is no shock to me that he has a lot of followers, because I would follow this guy. He's a real human being, and he's a good guy with good morals. You know, if I ever get a tattoo, I would get like the feather here that his followers get. That would be a cool tattoo. Maybe I might get one of these, like not non-permanent tattoo, to see how it looks. And obviously, no disrespect to the other princes participating into this war. You know, Mr. Military killing guy misses lots of issues. Mr. Diplomacy, who might be like the perfect candidate to rule, to be honest. But anyway, no, just no. And Research Gan. I think I'm gonna stick with Hulkenberg. Even if currently he is not in his body, he is still Hulkenberg, and Hulkenberg still lives. Favorite Mafia member, that title goes to Henry Began Defno. He is all about business, however, he is not above enjoying what he does. I really love his Nen power. And yeah, by the way, for a while now, I've been wanting to do a video about every new Nen power shown in the Succession War arc. If you would be interested in that, please let me know in the comments of the video and like this video as well. That would really support this channel. Working on a video of this caliber would be really hard and really time consuming, especially because I'm planning to make a lot of animations and a lot of extra filming actually in order to make it in the way that I have in mind. So that goes without saying, making a video like this would not be possible without your support, and I wanted to thank you for that. And a huge shout out to Eka Celestitiano for becoming a channel member. I see you and I thank you and I appreciate you and all of the other society members and the people who leave super chats. Your name would be immortalized among the first 50 channel members right here. Thank you so much for the support, and now let's get back to my boy Henry. This guy will kill someone and really enjoy it. At the moment he's doing business, and that's his business, killing some people, and he is not above having fun. He would negotiate with Hisoka in a very diplomatic way, or what he think is Hisoka at that time. Extremely professional. I love that. And he would go on a side quest with the troop members and build an uncanny friendship with Nobunaga. I am here for that, and that friendship I'm all in. And when one of his people was killed, or dare I say lynched, he was able to figure out what happened just because he is that guy. And yeah, that's the explanation. That's how he was able to figure out this weird sequence of event. It's because he is him. Yeah, all in all, a cool dude. He is not a good guy. No, he works for the mafia. He is not a good guy. However, like I wouldn't have any problems like inviting him to the cookout, you know, like the next barbecue, Henry would show up. I'm like, yeah, grab a plate, you know, no problems. Favorite bodyguard? Oh, that was a tough one. We were introduced to a lot of bodyguards, and yeah, my pick is Furikov. I love his confidence. Obviously, he's an experienced Nin user, but that's the thing. Not all Nin users are that confident, but Furikov, like, this guy gossips a lot. He's a gossip machine. He keeps on talking about every single person in his head. And yeah, the thing is, when he actually like goes and talks to them, he talks with a smile and he's like, hey, what's up, man? What is that? You're a 10-year-old? Pathetic loser. And how about his friend in the back, thinking how he's all tough and shit? And what is going on with that aura again, coming from the prince's room? Is that assassin about to strike again? Is she thinking about striking again, or what? That's Furikov for you. For more info regarding the assassin and that stuff, make sure you watch the Silent Majority video. I'm really proud of this one, and yeah, we try and solve the case of Silent Majority, and based off your guys' comments on that video, I believe we have a strong pick for that mystery. Speaking of which, my favorite character design, it was a difficult decision, but it is Silent Majority for me. I could have given this spot to like a Spirit Beast, but it says favorite character design, so I'm guessing a Spirit Beast wouldn't count, I guess. And to be honest, I've spent a lot of time on the case of Silent Majority. To be honest, I've seen this design a lot and I fell in love with it. But yeah, that's my favorite design. Favorite Guardian Spirit Beast. I am choosing this one based on the powers, okay, and not the design of the Spirit Beast. We haven't seen all of the powers of the Guardian Spirit Beast, but we do know like some information about each one. For me, the best Guardian Spirit Beast is Kacho's Spirit Beast without you. Man, this power is so tough. So Princess Kachu and Forgetsu are extremely close. Unlike the other princes, these two actually show what it's like to be like siblings, close siblings to one another. And because of their relationship, their guardian spirit beasts are connected in the same way. Forgetsu's translocation ability, like controlling the outward journey of that portal, and Kachu controlling the return. Now Kachu's ability is without you, and it is only active when one of the two sisters die, and it takes the form of the fallen sister. So when Kachu met her demise, it manifested to stay there by her sister's side to give her comfort and help her win this thing. Man, that nin, huh? That nin and the desires of its users. It's beautiful. I really love it. Favorite ship / couple? Bisky and what's his face? Guy who yells and shouts. Verjai. Bisky deserves someone who sees her for her true beauty. And this man was crippled by Bisky, her true self. And I see you, Bisky. I see Bisky playing like kinda hard to get with this guy, but I also see that Verjai is not kidding around. No, he is seriously in love. This guy yells everything, and he is extremely high-tempered, and he does not care about anyone, and all of a sudden he shifts because he fell in love with Bisky. And yeah, this is amazing to me, and it's kinda cute. Next. Now, with the favorite panel pick. There are so many to choose from, and I am choosing Hulkenberg throwing the arrow. Back again with what I said about Hulkenberg, a leader. And in the context of that panel, this whole entire scene, it's amazing. Him walking out his father's room, accepting his faith, gathering his guards, sudden mood shift, rumbling all around him. You can feel it throughout the page, and boom, this intense styles of lines and lines and lines, and he is setting up his arrow to fire. I love this panel so much. Togashi doesn't use this style often, but when he does, oh my god, does it look amazing. It makes you feel the intensity of what is going on the page. It gives another dimension to the drawing that you see in front of him, even if it's something that is static. The most recent example of this, we saw it similar in the Kurolo panel. It is somewhat of a static setting, but when it's drawn this way, you can see that Kurolo is about to break. He's tweaking at the moment, but it was like a close second to this panel because of the Hulkenberg bias, it's obviously, and because of the whole scene that Hulkenberg is in. This is my favorite panel in the Succession War arc thus far. Favorite ability: Parallel Future. It was between this and Contagion, but at the last second, Parallel Future took the spot. A terrifying, unique, special ability for a terrifying, unique, special man. This Tseri is bad news, and his ability just puts him in a status that is more untouchable than you would think. How are they ever going to take this man out? I do not know. Actually, I have a theory, but that's a theory for the next video. Favorite moment: it is actually related to Tseri's ability. The moment is Melody's performance. The things that happened during this performance is crazy. You got the escape attempt from Kachu and Fugetsu. You got the goat Kenny sacrificing himself to save the girls. And during this performance, Tseri got shot. But he didn't though. But he did. But he didn't. But when we thought that he did get shot, it so happened that he got shot in the beginning of the performance, and it was just like a mind-bending moment, and I do not envy like my girl Theta. Like dude, like it was a very unfortunate mash of events for her to like experience all this all of fun and nothing is explained. I swear, when you are locked in reading this part of the manga, you can almost hear the music in your ears. It's not there, but you can feel it, man. And finally, my favorite chapter. I cannot end this video or this selection without talking about the troop's origin. So, all in all, I would say my favorite chapter is 396. Just a normal day in Meteor City. following young Korolo and his friends, having fun and dubbing over power cleaners. Now that is peak. What was your favorite things in the Succession War arc thus far? Please let me know in the comments of this video, and let us emphasize that thus far, because everything is subject to change, especially in Hunter x Hunter. Some new stuff might come out and take the place of a current spot, or some events may be revealed and it might emphasize the importance of an event that already happened that we overlooked. I am very excited to keep on reading and keep on making Hunter x Hunter content, so make sure you are subscribed to the Hunter Society for more content to enjoy until the next chapter drops. That is all for me, and have a good day.